Today, I feel different good friends that I'm introducing as well. But we have Commissioner Kenneth and Jolene Hodder. Welcome, guys.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Firstly, you look so smart in the white uniforms.
Well, thank you very much. This is the uniform that we wear in Kenya for special occasions, and this is indeed a special occasion.
Nice. So your current appointment is what? Tell us about that.
We are the territorial leaders in the Kenya West Territory,
Yes.
and which was created 7 years ago because the Army was growing so rapidly in the country of Kenya, it was necessary to break it down into 2 territories from what had previously been 1.
That's a great problem to have.
It's a terrific
We're
problem.
a baby territory, but we are growing leaps and bounds.
Right. Fantastic. So talk to us about, we've heard that Africa and Kenya is one of the strongest parts of the Salvation Army world.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
Well, Kenya West is the largest territory in the Salvation Army world. We have about 125,000 senior soldiers and an equivalent number of junior soldiers. And at the present time, we're growing at the rate of about 1 corps per week.
Wow.
We
One
have
a week?
one a week,
That's just what we approve. You can imagine we have many more
That's what you
requests.
can count.
that's what we can count.
Yes.
Exactly.
That is amazing.
And for us, a corps is defined as about 200 soldiers that can buy their own building, buy their own land, pay their own officer. In other words, they're self-sufficient from the beginning.
Right.
But the Lord is just moving in a wonderful way in Kenya West, and we just thank Him for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you tell me what you think the secret is? I mean, for all of those of us listening from Western countries that are struggling to kind of get people to the meetings and involved in the Salvation Army, what are the secrets of your success?
Well, you know, the Lord and the Holy Spirit work in many different ways, as you know, but I think the 2 ways that really stand out in our territory are first in terms of daily life. Daily life is not easy in Kenya West, so there is a tremendous reliance upon the Holy Spirit and upon the promises of God to sustain people as they go through life. And as they rely on the Holy Spirit, they find that indeed God's promises are true. So as a result, that generates its own joy, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. It builds up a momentum. The other thing I think that makes a difference is that there's a constant awareness of the fact that our own individual salvation, as important as that is, must also be understood in the context of a community.
Wow.
Everything is approached in a community sense in Kenya. So when you talk about putting together a program, it's a community decision. When you talk about establishing a corps, it's a community decision. So there's tremendous strength from the very beginning in terms of the whole thought process.
Right.
And when someone goes to the altar, it's not an individual decision. It encompasses the whole community, and everybody gets excited because another one has come to the Lord, and that person, particularly if it's a man, has great respect around the community.
Wow. What do you think are the greatest challenges facing Kenya West right now? What are the areas where you're really believing God to break through?
Well, obviously, because we're a new territory, as my wife suggested, there are a lot of infrastructure challenges. We don't have a lot of the mechanisms. We don't have a lot of those buildings that most territories would have. So fundraising, trying to bring together people to make those things possible. But our people, again, respond beautifully. We're building a new training college in Kenya West. And our people decided they didn't want anyone other than themselves to be responsible for the chapel.
Wow.
So they are raising all the money for the chapel themselves, and that will be the heart and soul of the training college, of course.
Even the junior soldiers, everyone is contributing to the chapel, and that's really exciting.
Isn't it? That is exciting.
Talk to us about some of your previous appointments, because I know this one is new, and you've served extensively throughout the world. Talk to us briefly about some of those.
Well, we served at IHQ for a few years, and that was wonderful. I actually wish all officers in the Salvation Army world could serve at IHQ, because you learn what a vast army we have, and that a decision might seem black and white, but when you get all the cultures around a table, there are no black and white decisions in the Salvation Army.
And we've also served previously as coordinators of a Congress. You might remember the International Congress in London.
That's right.
Pardon me, in Atlanta in the year 2000.
Right.
So that was a lot of fun for us. We thoroughly enjoyed it. So it's a delight for us to come here and to see how Colonels Hobgood and Commissioner Cochran have really moved the Army forward for this Boundless Congress.
And is it kind of exciting to come to a Congress that you're not organizing?
Yes,
It's a different perspective. It is indeed, and we're enjoying it very much. It's
More
going to be
relaxed
great.
and just soak up the atmosphere and be
That's
more
right.
involved in every
Our
session.
job is to pray and to encourage. That's our job at this
Wonderful.
conference.
How many from West Kenya were able to come?
We have about 60 delegates here from
Yeah,
Western
wonderful.
Kenya,
That's
which is
fantastic.
very exciting and thrilling for them. They're having a wonderful time. One of our
Yes.
groups is going to be performing
Yes,
as a part of tonight's program, as you might know, Wateule, which means the chosen in Kiswahili. And they'll be
Fantastic.
performing throughout the week, so they're looking forward to it.
What one thing would you say you would be your prayer that those 60 delegates would take back to your territory?
That they're a part of an army world. You know, most of our people have never been out of their village. So for them to come here and to see that there's this bigger army world and that we're all connected in one way,
Yes.
I find that very exciting for them.
Yeah, that's right. They really,
And then on a personal level, what do you hope to take away from the Congress?
a renewed understanding of the privilege it is to serve. Because wherever you serve the Lord, you know it's as a result of His plan and as a result of His will. So to come together and to see how your part of the kingdom fits into all the others to create a beautiful whole is a very encouraging and a very inspiring thing. So that's what we'll take back with us.
It's fantastic.
Do you think we're as passionate commissioners we used to be? I mean, we walked around the museum yesterday and we saw some of these, like, we'll talk about the skeleton army and all these things that happen. Are we as passionate and fired up as we used to be? Or are we sitting back, sitting back on our morals and saying how good we are and we like our uniforms? And
Well, in Kenya West, I can say the passion is very much there. There is not a single worship session that takes place in Kenya West that isn't accompanied by dancing and singing
Right.
and
That's fun.
coming
It
to
is
the
fun.
altar. Tremendous passion.
Right.
The open air is alive and well
Right.
in Kenya West. And even if our society were different, and even if there were different opportunities for evangelism, I still think the passion would be there. The passion for Christ, it seems to me, is a product of the strength of one's faith. And that comes along with it. You don't automatically generate it. You commit yourself to the Lord, and He rewards you with that passion for His kingdom.
That's
And,
wonderful.
I think that passion, therefore, will occur anywhere in the world if we commit ourselves to Christ.
That's fantastic. And actually really hopeful for us because, this has been described, this whole internet streaming, saving TV's
Yes,
mission as sort of the
absolutely.
street corner of this millennium,
Absolutely
This
right.
is actually how we do the open air now. So
Sure.
we're excited.
Absolutely right. And you're doing a terrific job.
Oh, well,
thank
thank you.
Yes.
And we really appreciate the time that you've taken to come and speak to us today.
Sure
We
do.
thank you for your support, because you support us massively. We really appreciate that.
And your
pleasure.
service to the Army world.
Yeah.
Thank you
Oh,
so
thank
much
you
for
very
all that
much.
you've
Thank
contributed.
you.
It's been great to be with you.
Thank you
God
so
bless you.
much.
All
Guys,
right.
I hope you enjoyed that interview there.